People in western New York and Niagara had a rude awakening this morning. A moderate earthquake struck near Buffalo just after 6 a.m., causing vibrations felt through a large part of southern Ontario. Matt Ingram is following the story and joins us in studio with the latest. Matt.
Taz, it's the biggest earthquake to hit the area in decades. The U.S. Geological Survey says it was magnitude 3.8, while Natural Resources Canada measured it as magnitude 4.2. Thankfully, that's nowhere near the power of bigger quakes that strike other parts of the world, meaning no damage or injuries have been reported. That's the sound of this morning's earthquake caught on surveillance camera in western New York. Others from the area sharing similar videos. In this one, you can see a person startled awake and jump out of bed while a child sleeps in a crib beside them. Just behind me is the southern part of the city of Buffalo, just right over there. And if you go southeast of that, you arrive in West Seneca, a suburb where the epicenter of the earthquake struck. Now, it's only about a 20-minute drive from where I am here in Fort Erie. This map from the U.S. Geological Survey shows precisely where the quake struck and the dissipating magnitude as the quake traveled through the Niagara Peninsula. It shows Fort Erie felt the strongest intensity, a fact confirmed by Mayor Wayne Redekop, who says if you live in town, you probably felt it, himself included.
House shook a little bit, had a little rumble, and listened to see if anything was falling, and fortunately nothing did. I checked no damage from the town side, checked with the Peace Bridge Authority, no problems on the bridge.
Tracy Borg says she felt it from her home near the Niagara River, and at first thought it might be an explosion.
I was in the kitchen and realized that there was a big rumble outside, and it scared the bejeebers out of me.
Al Hackett heard it too and says he thought it was a snowplow dropping its blade.
Well, I was laying in bed, and all of a sudden the whole house just shook right up quickly. It was short, but it scared the living bejesus out of us.
Dozens of people posting similar experiences to social media, from Fort Erie to Hamilton and on to the GTA.
About as far out as Kitchener and Waterloo, we've had reports of people feeling the shaking.
Seismologist Stephen Halchuk says there have been about 60 earthquakes in the region over the last 10 years.
The vast majority of these are small, sort of magnitude 2 and smaller, that people wouldn't even notice occurring. Today's event was a little larger, but not unusual.
Halchuk says the area doesn't sit along a major fault line, explaining that the quake rumbled through one of the minor faults within the North American tectonic plate. That plate causes stress in the Earth's crust by moving towards the west about 5 to 10 centimeters every year. Natural Resources Canada says the strongest quake to ever hit the region was a magnitude 5.5, which struck back in August of 1929.